Hey guys, we're coming up to the end of October here, and it's time, at least here, to start switching out the garden from warm season to cool season. Now some of the garden is still producing well, however I'm really tired of everything that's here. So today we're going to be clearing out a lot of this to make way for fall plants, which I will probably start the seeds of in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna work for a little bit here to get this place cleaned up, and then I'll go through and talk about what I'm gonna be growing during the fall, and we're gonna make some pepper jelly out of our Habanada peppers. So in deciding what I'm going to take out, obviously I'm leaving the sweet potatoes. They should be ready to harvest here within a couple of weeks. I'm going to leave the basil for now. I might cut some of it back a little bit, but the bees just, they love it, and I can't take it away from them just yet. Nasturtiums are already coming out. They feel the cool season coming. I'm pretty much done with the zucchini, so we're going to let that go as well. This okra I have not liked. Going to harvest the black-eyed peas. We're going to leave the eggplant. If you're part of our new community, I posted a video and a photo of the harvest of this eggplant. I forget the number, 40 pounds of eggplants off of 2 plants. And I think it was around 70 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, our new community is doing really well, growing fast. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check it out and become a part of that. So anyway, I'm going to cut back the eggplant. I'm going to leave the asparagus a little bit longer just to go a little more brown, and then we'll cut it back to the ground. I'm going to leave the potatoes that came up volunteer from ones I accidentally left in the ground. And then over the next couple of weeks, we're going to plant some more potatoes. I got to get my garlic in. The peppers, I'm going to leave in the beds this year, and I may protect them with some frost cloth. Probably not super necessary, but I want to get them the best start that they can for next year, which means the less die off that happens during the winter, the quicker they'll get started. So I better get to work. So I cut back this basil here, Thai basil. It had bent over and there weren't a lot of bees on it because the flowers were all kind of facing down. This one, however, is a different story, and for their sake and for mine, I'm gonna leave it alone, and maybe I'll come out here after dusk when the bees have gone home. All right, so it was getting warm out, and Emily said she was going somewhere today, and it happens to be near one of my favorite nurseries, so I thought I'd tag along for the ride. See what they have in terms of fall crops.
Who said you get to go to the nursery?
All right, we're here at my favorite nursery, and I'm looking for fall crops because, as you know, because I was just out working in the garden, clearing out space for them, but it's still too warm to plant seeds. And so I'll get these in the ground, and then I'll be able to plant seeds, and then I'll have kind of a succession thing going on. Cauliflower. I want to get it even smaller because look at some of this is already bolting. Look, where is it? Right here. Don't want that to happen. So some of these 4-inch pots have more than one plant. That's what we were going for. More for the money. But you also want to get them where they're separated, not growing out of the same spot. All right, we're back home. So other than I got a few transplants of different broccoli, cauliflower, I think that's it. So I'll put those in now or within the next few days, and then I'll be able to plant seeds of those in a couple of weeks, and then we'll have that succession. But even though that's what I went for, that's not all I got. So I ended up getting a few different varieties of garlic. We've got Irish Eyes, Early Italian Purple, and Italian Late. Nice big bulbs. But that's not all. I got some Dutch Iris. I got some paper whites. These are for Emily. She likes those. Forcing them inside for Christmas. And I got two bearded iris, double ringer, and purple rain. I had one purple rain I had last year. I'm trying now to replace the ones that rotted this summer. I won't be planting them in the same spot. And then I also got some seeds. It's an iceberg type lettuce. I've never done iceberg before. I don't do much head lettuce. Marvel of Four Seasons. A mesclun mix. And cilantro. Then we swung by our P.O. box on the way home and found a package from a very long time viewer of our channel, Jan. She sent us a care package all the way from Hawaii, where she lives. And there was different little treats in there. There's some Hawaiian shortbread cookies, different flavors of macadamia nuts, but also some plants, or future plants. We've got some passion fruit seeds. We've got papaya seeds, Hawaiian chili pepper, wasabi daikon. Might be a little spicy for me. Kahili ginger, red hibiscus, guava, and Hawaiian bamboo orchids. Thank you, Jan. That was a really nice surprise. I really appreciate that. And next time we're on Oahu, we will be stopping by. She already invited me. I'm not just inviting myself. All right, I got a little more work done. I feel this is a productive day. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hopefully you can tell the difference. I'll go through the beds and talk about what I did, but, well, the shadows are getting longer today, so. So I didn't touch the tomatoes because they are actually just now coming into their prime, so we'll let them go. Didn't touch the sweet potatoes, as I said. The basil still got bees all over it, so I'm going to wait until after the sun goes down tonight. We had this fennel here that was growing back from last year, so I just kind of kept the flowers on for companion planting purposes and cut off some of the old ugly growth, and then that should go right on through the winter. There was no way I was taking out these zinnias because they look so great. And I actually harvested a bunch of black-eyed peas, but noticed that they are still producing. So they're staying for a while too. But all the okra is gone. All of the zucchini that was in that bed is gone. except for one. I left this one because it still looked good, so I cut back all the diseased leaves and left that. Because always, no matter how tired I am of zucchini, a few weeks after I take them out, I'm like, oh, you know what? If we just had one more plant. Now I do. So I've got a few more Habanada peppers on here. Most of the ripe ones I actually harvested. And right after I show you this, we're going to show you Emilie making the jelly out of it. Now, unfortunately, as I was pulling, you'll notice maybe in the video, I don't know what I got and what I didn't, but you'll notice I'm pulling some plants up and I'm cutting some off at ground level. Typically, I will cut almost all of my plants off at ground level because what happens is when you leave the roots in the ground, as they decay, it fills with water and worms and microbes and then nutrients, and it really helps to reinvigorate and build the soil structure and quality. However, as you know, I've been finding some evidence here and there of root knot nematodes. And so every once in a while I would pull a plant up to check the roots. And this zucchini root was the worst infection I have seen. That is one root right there that has been completely blown out by nematodes. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and treat all the beds with the beneficial nematodes, whether I see evidence or not, because it's in the ground and it was in enough of the beds that it wouldn't take too long before it spreads. Now, as far as I know, you can treat the beds with plants growing in them, so I'm going to order some more, enough for all of this, and just treat it all at once, whether there's plants in the beds or not. I cut back the eggplant, just kind of took it in bounds of the bed itself. Cut back this basil here that was leaning over so it didn't have any bees on it. Then I'm going to harvest the rest of these jalapeños here and then do a little cut back on these to preserve them over winter. Again, I did not touch any of the 3 beds of asparagus. That will come later. All in all, things just look much neater. Now, if you look at, closely to the beds, they're not, 100% done. I will do that as I go through and plant each bed up. Add some more compost, move the mulch out of the way, then add some more compost, and then go ahead and plant, which probably be the next video or two. I'm ready to call it a day here though, but my day's not done. I've still got a live stream tonight. If you guys hadn't heard, we started our new online community for Little Homestead Big Dreams on Sunday, and we've had a great show of support. We've had lots of people come on there, and they're already active. And so tonight I get to do a live stream call with all of them, or whoever shows up. If you didn't know about it or forgot, I'll put a link down below so you can go over there and check it out. That's not jelly. It is pretty tasty though. So I think what we'll do with this. So the recipe called for liquid pectin, which we didn't realize. And all we had was powdered pectin. So we'll post the recipe below. However, use the liquid pectin. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a syrup. It is good. And I would probably, actually, we already did this last night. We put this on like a block of cream cheese, and then you can use it for dipping crackers in. And it was really good. But as far as a jelly, this was a fail. And I hate to end the video on a fail, so I'm going to talk about a success. And that was last night's live stream on our community. It was a lot of fun meeting everybody for the first time. Some people it wasn't the first time. Most it was. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.